starting pitching domino has fallen as Hyun-jin Ryu has agreed to a 4-year, $80 million deal with another seemingly surprising team, the Toronto Blue Jays. I kind of get it in the fact that they have they're building a great young core down there led by Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Biggio, and Bichette, the Sons of Legends. But and adding veterans starting pitching to top your rotation is never a bad thing with Hyun-jin Ryu and Tanner Roark, who they signed earlier this offseason to a 2-year, $24 million deal. I just don't understand it because they are still feels like miles away from the Yankees with their complete roster. There's a lot of holes with the Toronto Blue Jays bullpen and some other things that you could poke holes in. And the Yankees, with the Cole signing, just seem very, very complete there. Tampa always seems to show out. No matter if they're supposed to take a step back or not, they're sneaky and savvy, and just the Tampa Bay way, they're still going to be there. And even if Boston decides to trade Mookie Betts, they're still going to be there in my mind because whatever return they get is going to replenish their farm system and probably parts of their big league roster. And they still have all-stars littered throughout that roster as well, even though they're in a rock and a hard place. This is a good step for Toronto, but I just am a little sheepish in the fact that Ryu is 32 and has dealt with several injuries, and I know injuries aren't the player's fault, but if injuries happen during these huge contracts, then you're hamstrung and you can't do anything about it. You're not going to be able to trade out of it, and Ryu has a full no-trade clause. Obviously, with $20 million per year, nobody's going to be dumb enough to take that contract on. But Ryu, as long as he can stay healthy, this is a good get. He was 14-5 last year, was the front runner for a long time for the NL Cy Young until the injury bug bit him again, and ineffectiveness down the stretch for the Dodgers. But he has been very effective. My caution is the fact that he hasn't been able to stay on the field too consistently. I believe he's had some back injuries, some shoulder injuries as well. So even though it doesn't really make sense to me, I get it. This is a nice piece for Toronto, but I think they're a longish way away from competing in the AL East with those juggernauts at the top of the division, and Tampa always doing Tampa things. So it's an interesting signing. Those are my thoughts. And, oh man, Josh Donaldson signed soon. You're killing me, dude.